Hydraulic presses are machines that work with oil pressure and control the amount and pressure of oil sent to the cylinders. Hydraulic presses are used in manufacturing processes where high force and precision are required. If they are not used properly, this can lead to serious accidents in workplaces. It is important to comply with the Machinery Safety Directive and safety instructions in the production and use of these machines. The machine must be equipped with functional safety equipment such as safety sensors, safety switches, safety relays, and emergency stop systems in accordance with international safety standards to prevent work accidents. The safety requirements must comply with the requirements of the relevant standards specified in the annexes of the Machinery Safety Regulation. Guards. The most dangerous part of the press is the part between the overpressure and the bottom table where the pressing process is carried out. During the operation of the press, protective devices or enclosures should be used to prevent access to this part. Since the feeding of the press product is made from the front, the openings on the sides can be closed with a guards fence. Fixed enclosures should be designed in accordance with the relevant standard, and should be mounted so that they can be opened only with special keys only available to authorized personnel. Easily removable fasteners should not be used in the assembly process. The colors of the fences on the enclosures should be in dark colors so that the operation can be monitored. If there is a risk of ejection from the press, the dimensions of enclosure fence pores should be of such dimensions as not to allow the passage of the ejected parts. The pore openings of the guards should be designed as not to allow limbs such as hands, arms, or fingers to access the dangerous area of the press. The dimensions of the openings on the enclosures must be determined in accordance with Table 4 of the Safety Distances Standard, for the prevention of danger in areas within arm and leg reach. Attention should be paid to the gaps between the machine body and the enclosure in the installation of the guards. Access to dangerous movement within arm's length is possible, as the arm can enter up to the shoulder through slot-shaped openings with a width of between 20 mm to 120 mm. Thus, the width of the gap at the junction of the fence with the machine body should be less than 20 mm. Light curtain. The product loading and receiving process is done from the front of the press. A light curtain can be used as protective equipment to prevent access to the dangerous area during the operation of the press through this opening. In the selection of the light curtain, attention should be paid to parameters such as the height of the protection field of the light curtain, its resolution, and the operating distance. The light curtains used should be Type 4. Access to the danger area should only be possible by breaching the light curtain, and no more than 75 mm clearance should be left between the light curtain and the press body. The light curtain protection element should not allow access to the rear, from below or from above. The resolution range should not allow hand passing. In order to determine the distance of the light curtain to the dangerous area, the stop time of the press should be measured and the safety distance should be calculated in accordance with the standard, placing the protective equipment according to the approach speed of the body parts. According to the Machinery Safety Regulation, a malfunction in the hardware or software of the control system must not lead to dangerous situations. All safety equipment on the machine should be included in the control system in accordance with the requirements of the safety-related components of the control system standard. The reliability of safety circuits is determined by performance levels, and PLE, performance level E, refers to the structure with the highest reliability level. According to the Safety Requirements Standard for hydraulic presses, the performance level of the light curtain safety circuit must be E. PLE. 2. Hand controller. The two-hand control assembly should be used to keep both hands of the operator away from the danger zone. The two-hand control device protects only one person. In the case of multiple users, each person must use a separate two-hand control device. A dangerous movement should only be triggered by the two-handed operation of a two-handed device, and should stop if one hand is removed from the device. To prevent pressing the two-handed buttons with other body parts, the buttons must be at least 1.100 mm above ground level. Prevention of falling by the effect of gravity. Failures that may occur in the hydraulic circuit of the press may cause the press ram to move down due to gravity. This creates a risk of accidents for personnel who put their hands into the pressing area during production to take and place parts. In order to prevent the downward movement of the press ram in the event of a possible failure, a mechanical restraint, holding device that holds the press coach must be installed.